Hello team traders, welcome to my channel. This is Keith, and if you're new, welcome also. In this video I'm gonna show you a trade which I took a couple of days ago. I'm gonna analyze it. I'm gonna show you how much money I made, why I decided to place that trade, and how did that trade was closed out. So let's get started. Right, so what you're looking at here is my trading history, and you can see that I have a couple of trades here which were closed out. Now there's a lot of analyzing to be doing, and a lot of trades which I'm gonna be also showing you in my upcoming videos, and also there's different kind of things happening. Okay. And in this is my trading history for the last 30 days, and you can see now these three trades which you're looking here in my previous video. You can watch it with the link on my channel, and also talking about channel, do subscribe, because here I teach you everything about trading and how to start making profits and how to stop losing. These three trades I talked about in my previous video that I open and close immediately. You can see immediately opening and closing. This was to show the cost involved with trading, and the video is in my channel. It's about stop loss, so you can watch the stop loss video. But in this video I want to talk about this trade in particular, Zcash. Zcash is also a cryptocurrency. I can just show you now. So it's got a fixed number of 21 million units issued, so they're fixed. You cannot really mine it, and also it's based on cryptography. So I haven't traded with this much, especially with this account. Now this account is my 500 euro challenge. So this is my 500 euro challenge account, which I started in December, and I started with 500 euro, and after trading in a couple of weeks on the side, this account is now almost doubled. I've had some losses, but the reason I'm mostly into the green is because I do not use stop loss. Now let's get started and look at this Zcash trade. So what I have here is the live price for Zcash, and you can see it's trading as 51 dollars, well, euro. Okay, now and this is a ZEC to USD. So if you're looking for tickers, this is the ticker for that. Okay, so let me just show you the I've got trading view chart open, and I was able to draw a box to show exactly where I placed the trade and where it was closed and why. And before I talk about closing, I want to just go back and show you that trade again, and show you that this trade was closed out at 20%. That's because I had used take profit of 20%. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna tell you why this is very significant for making profits. Okay, so let's go back to, so you can see here this was open on January 15, so like yesterday, and also it was closed within 41 minutes because it was open at 9:10 in the morning. Very good time to trade in the morning, between 9 to 5 GMT 0, and also it was closed in at 9:51. So 41 minutes, 20 euro profit, pretty good. Okay, so now one thing I want to say to my viewers, that I really over the years that I've traded, and also if you're new, I will tell you about myself. I've worked in investments, I worked in finance, I worked in accounting, and I left my 9-to-5 job about 3 years ago when I decided I want to become a full-time trader. And if you want to become a full-time trader, you can head out to my website easytradingschool.com, and you can join me, and I will help you to become a full-time trader. Now also one thing to bear in mind is it's not a smart idea to suddenly quit your job. I don't recommend that. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's about taking step by step and seeing how much resources you have, how much energy you have, how much drive you have, and how much time you have. Because obviously you do need money in order to live. You need money in order to pay your bills, and you need money to maybe help your family and yourself, look after them. So that's the first and biggest priority in anything you do. And then how I mentor my students in my trading school is that that is the highest priority, and your second priority is obviously money, and then with that, what that means is that you will trade on the side, and you will build a small daily income system on the side, and until you are ready, and ready means that you are consistently delivering profit, net profit. Okay, there will be losses, so there's no denying that. So this is what my trading is about. This is what my training is about, and this is what my learning is about, and I'm sharing this with all the viewers. So you're welcome to subscribe to my channel, because this year I'm really gonna show that what I've been doing the past years, and really gonna show you and share with everybody. So it's a great time to join me, and let's get started here. Okay, so going back to this trade here, you can see the 20%. So what are the key facts on this trade? Okay, so now this Zcash, it doesn't matter what you trade with. Okay, well, that's maybe for another video, that how you choose what you want to trade with. This was probably my first time using Zcash on this account, and probably ever. So if I look at my, let's see, my trading history. Okay, let's go back to the trading history. I'm just gonna search. Let's just see if I've used Zcash before. Yeah, so I've only traded with this once. You can see that, and that resulted me with profit. So let's look at the facts of the matter. Okay, so 9 o'clock I opened it, and it got closed out at 9:51, and I placed 100 euros on it. Okay, I used a multiplier of 20. Let's look at how much commission was paid to the broker. Okay, so the broker received 75 euro commission. Okay, and I will tell you how that is calculated. Okay, so they have received, I'm not sure where the amount is now, the percentage. Okay, well, I can just work it out. Okay, it's no problem, because it shows you because it's closed, so it's not showing me. So 75.51. So basically, to open the trade, the price was 3.7% broker fee. Because I used the multiplier to increase the profits, I had to pay 20.75. Okay, now, so this is very bad, because if you watch my previous video on broker costs, and also I will talk about this in the future videos, that from my 100 euro, only 25 euro of it was put to work. The rest was in broker's pocket. And what that means, if I hadn't used the multiplier, perhaps I would have paid less money to the broker, and more money would have gotten to the actual trade itself, which is very good for me. Now, so this video is not about multiplier. Also, this video is about this trade. So let's look at the trade here. Now, other than that, we have to look at the graph now, and so let's look at the graph. The graph is right here. So I was able to draw this this box here, and the starting price was 49 something, and then it was 51.9. Okay, so it started here and there. Okay, now this is really micro level trading. This chart is 1 minute chart, so it's every minute. It's really detailed, and it's I mean, over the years that I've been trading, I've become a firm believer of that if you're not trading for long term, you're essentially gambling, because you just cannot predict anything for the short term. There are a lot of people talking about news, watch the news, read the news, look at the signals, look at the tickers. Okay, that's all fine, it works, but that works for long-term investments. I mean, I don't want my €100 to sit there for the next 1 year, and I really and I also think nobody would want to have a return of €100 and wait like 6 months to see the effects of their money. So large amounts of investments are basically then the news is more relevant the larger your investment amount is, because then you can wait 6 months. So you can put in like €5,000 on one trade, come back after 6 months and receive, let's say, 1,000 up. So you receive 20%, and in that 6 months you didn't have to do anything. You just had to place one trade. It's highly efficient. You cannot live on the 10% or in 20%. Even 20% is really high. I think the average return on your investment is like 7%. But if you were to make on a net on average, right? So if you are supposedly you cannot live on 20% increase in your gains of your profit of $100, because that's only going to be $20, but you cannot live on that for 6 months waiting for your trade. But if you had invested a couple of trades, $5,000 each, and you can live with that profit for the 6 months. So for 5,000 you make 20%. It's probably what is 5,000. Okay, let's look at that. Okay, so yeah, it's 1,000. Yeah, so if you've had one or two trades, even one trade, let's just keep it simple. If you've put in 5,000 for one trade, and that's because you're not really micro trading, you're macro trading essentially. So you look at the news, you spend the whole week trying to understand on one trade, and you place your 5,000, come back after 6 months, and then you can close your trade. So that's how, and then in 6 months you've made how much per month? Let's just say. So you made $166 per month, and that's a very good example of having side income, a passive income. And but unfortunately not a lot of people would have that kind of money to put on one trade. And also it's not really, it's not it's not, you don't want to put your 5,000 if you don't know what you're doing. And that's why people would need to use smaller trade amounts to first learn, okay? And then you can really make a lot of money doing very little work, okay? It comes down to a lot of time. Putting one trade, I see no difference of using one trade which is $100 compared to having one trade of $5,000. It's essentially the same. You've made a decision to put your money to predict that you're gonna make that much. You're going to be predicting which way the price may shift. But if you can make profit on your $100, then you can also make profit on your $5,000. Which one is better? I rather do one trade of 5,000, okay, than 50 trades of $100. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, because then in that 100 trades I have increased. Okay, if I take 100 trades or 50 trades, it depends if it's $100 value. I've increased my level of exposure of risk, because from this, only if I place so 100 trades, only I have a chance of 50-50. This is a mathematical probability of 50% that I can win or lose if it was blindly done. Okay, so that means I've already lost half of the money, and that's not a good thing. So I've thought about these issues long and hard, and this is very good for my viewers, that they can learn from me. And that's why I have the trading school, and I have all these videos. I have my foundation course, trading course on forex, which you can join. I have Signal service which you can join. It's very useful. I use it all the time, and you're welcome to join me with that. It's on Telegram, and I have a crypto channel and I have a forex channel. You get Signal, you place the trade, everybody's happy. So going back to this Zcash trade, I mean, this is micro level, and if you look at this now, I will just go back to the 20% I was talking to you about. Why this was closed at 20%? Because I put a take profit limit of 20%. Now, so that means from here to here, after paying the broker 75 euro out of my 100 euro, I've only used 25 euros of my capital. I actually didn't make money as much as I could have, because the price has actually gone up here. And if I had closed the trade here, I would have probably made another 20 euro. Okay, so I would have returned 40% instead of 20%. But I put a take profit. Now, as I would say, any profit is better than no profit. And of course, at this stage, when I was getting 20%, let's just, even if I hide this, let's just hide this, right? Okay, so it's a hiding tool. Okay, okay, I don't know where the hiding tool is, so let's just forget about, at this point in time, I wouldn't know what's gonna be coming, and at that time 20% will be very, very lucrative for me to close that trade, and that's pretty okay. And if you are trading on the go, take profit is a good idea. It's a very good idea. But when you're on the desk, when you're actively trading, then it's not really, it doesn't really always make sense that you would use the take profit, because you can close it when you think you want to close it, which is also okay. Now if I zoom out, okay, let's just zoom out. So we do know the highest point of the Zcash's history. This was in 2000. I mean, this is also the same day. Okay, so it has to go really, really back. Okay, this is also, okay, this is all in January. Okay, right. Okay, let's just change this to day range. Okay, so this is the highest point in time when the Zcash was crazy. Okay, 2018, new one, and the price has really been coming down. Most of the cryptocurrencies are influenced by prices of Bitcoin. When you hear any news about Bitcoin, then you can probably predict that other cryptocurrencies will be doing something. Now, if I look at the trend here, okay, if on the macro level, if I was to make a decision, you would agree that the price of Zcash is going down. But now the price of Zcoin is clearly moving upwards. Okay, it's not gonna go in one straight smooth line. It's gonna go up and down, and it seems to be going up. Okay, and that's where I can see the pattern being built. Looking at a higher, bigger level. Of course, that if a news comes out, it can change. Okay, so this is my trade which I've analyzed for Zcash, and I mean, there's a huge, I mean, if you were over here and you don't set the take profit, you would have made a lot of money. There's a huge gap there, from like price almost doubled. So there are these these loopholes, if you will, in the market that you can use to trade smartly. And this is my trade for Zcash, and I hope you learned something about this trading using Zcash. Not a very famous crypto coin, but in my next video I'm gonna be showing you a lot of the other trades and how I used the other forex currencies. So there's a lot more to talk about. I need to analyze a lot of these pairs, and especially if you look at over here, I've got Euro USD, I've taken upwards, and I've taken Euro USD downwards in exactly the same time, and I've done that a couple of times on this account. I will show you in my next video, so do subscribe, because you don't want to miss this when I tell you how you can make money regardless of which direction you will make the trade. So very good, important topic, and think about what the market can do. And I mean, for me there's no right or wrong trade. There's just a trade, and it comes down to probability. And I'm starting a podcast soon. You will see a link in the description of my podcast. The podcast is gonna be it's themed on the mindset of a trader, okay? Because on the podcast it's just audio. So what that means is mindset of the trader is probably the most important thing when it comes to trading. And a lot of the people don't understand. They think if they're gonna sit in front of a computer, click a couple of times, they can call themselves trader, and they should make money because they've put in money. It does not work like that. So the mindset of the trader is very important topic, and in my podcasts I'm gonna be talking about, and there will be episodes coming out once in a while for this the trader mindset podcast, which you can listen to and also tune in to understand the thinking. And you know, just because you can do that doesn't make you a trader. 75% of the traders, they do not make net profit, okay? So you want to shift yourself and not make the mistakes which other people are, and move towards the 25%. The area is very tough. It's not easy, but it can be done. Like I'm doing it, so can you. If I can do it, everyone can do it. So watch out for my podcast. I have a book, How Not to Trade, for 2020. I've written it. It's also I update it as I go, so you can also get that through the easytradingschool.com website, and then you can sign up to join my trading course and join me, and I give support through email. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next update where I will show you everything. Thanks for watching. See you again.